Reading is like doing a puzzle. There are puzzles for toddlers, puzzles for children, and puzzles for adults. Puzzles that can be done fairly quickly and without much thought, and puzzles that are complex and challenging. Books are that way too. An author who is trying to help you set up your new PlayStation correctly will write as simply and clearly as possible. An author who is trying to entertain you while you're at the beach will write simply, but more vividly and creatively than the author of the game console manual. An author who is trying to make you think and create a lasting impression on you will write a complex text that challenges you. And just like any puzzle, a complex written text doesn't show its meaning to just anyone, only to those who work at putting the pieces together. If you're a lazy reader, the greatest books, essays, and poems of our culture will always remain a mystery to you. The next step in doing a puzzle efficiently is to sort through the pieces and figure out what each one represents so that we can group the pieces according to where they will eventually fit in the big picture. Some pieces are easy to identify, and some we have to look at with extra care, and some pieces just won't make sense at all until we consider them in the context of the whole puzzle. The parts of texts are like this, parts of books. As we encounter each one, we find that some have obvious meanings and that it takes real focus and effort to figure others of them out. It's really important to understand that the best readers in the world sometimes struggle to make sense of what they are seeing on the page. But that's what reading is, making sense of the text. Now, there are reading strategies that good readers use to interact with what they are reading. And here they are. The first is visualize while you're reading. Imagine the events, ideas, and concepts that you are reading about. See the movie of the story unfolding in your mind. Connect. Ask yourself what you already know and what you have personally experienced that is related to this material. Challenge yourself to state clearly how the old knowledge and experiences are related to this new information. Yes, dialogue. Talk back to the text in your head. Remember that this is a person speaking to you and that it's natural for you to have reactions to what this person is saying. You agree, you disagree, you're confused, you've thought of an example. You should have responses to what the text is saying. Yeah, question. One of the most important kinds of dialogue is questions. You should ask the text questions frequently as you wonder what will be covered or what will happen next, what a particularly confusing statement means, why someone did what she did, how two concepts relate to one another, etc. Good readers also predict. They continue to make predictions as they read and read to see if these and earlier predictions come true. Persist. If the reading gets very difficult, break it down. Take it apart, sentence by sentence if necessary, making notes as you go, and then reread. Look up unfamiliar words and concepts. Remember that every reader struggles sometimes. You don't improve as a reader without hard work. And lastly, monitor your comprehension. Stop often and ask yourself if you are paying attention. The more difficult the text, or the more distracted or tired you are, the more frequently you should stop to check on what you are understanding and remembering. Ask yourself, can I paraphrase the material that I just read? Do I understand its main point? Do I understand why that main point is important? If you can't do any of these things, you aren't understanding and remembering, and you need to tune back in.